Okay, now you can hop on. There we go. Now make sure your legs like are planted. Like you got weight from here down to your foot.
Okay.
Well, just cause you got balance, you know. That's all.
Okay. I'm nervous. Is this okay to hold out like this?
Yeah. Just be careful of cars coming your way.
Okay. I'm not gonna do
Just don't be stupid and be like, "Hello, car. Meet arm."
Okay. I'm scared.
Well, just know you're in good hands. Okay. Hold on. They got... It's neutral? Okay, good. Time to go have fun.
I hope I don't die. I hope you guys don't die. I hope I see you when we get there.
This video was brought to you by viewers like you. Consider supporting us on Patreon.
Oh, it's your good boy Papa Tkyo coming to you live from another Tkyorants. Today we are going from Nakano-ku, where I currently live, all the way to Akihabara. Yeah, we're going to not Akihabara, we're going to Ikebukuro today. And yeah, I don't know, it's a nice sunny winterish day, so I was like, hey, fuck it, let's go check it out. I got Jasmine behind me, but you guys can't hear or see her because she's behind me. But I'll show some footage at the beginning. But anyway, yeah, so, yeah, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite, I like to call them, fake hype machines, you know, they're these guys who, like, they lived in Japan for, like, 2 seconds, and they're like, I know everything about Japan, and then they moved back to America because they couldn't hack it here, you know, punk-ass bitch motherfuckers, you know, those kind of guys. So, yeah, today we're talking about one of the biggest ones, Gaijin Goomba. And I know that he's like petty enough that he'll come and watch this video, even if it's like really small and doesn't get that many views. But anyway, before we do anything, before we talk shit about anybody, we gotta do what we always do. Sponsor shout out, yeah, boom! Nakano-ku guest house. If you guys want the cheapest, best located fucking guest house in all of Tokyo, pretty much. It's less than $400 a month, 5 minutes from Shinjuku. Yeah, I'd highly recommend checking them out. They're awesome. They're the sponsors of these videos. And yeah, just muchos Garcias por flavor. And yeah, also big shout out to NordVPN. They're doing a thing right now where if you sign up for 2 years off, or like 2 years, you get 68% off in 4 months. The first 4 months are free. And listen, if you're trying to learn Japanese, or you know, just trying to protect yourself when you're on public Wi-Fi, it's a great service to use. And I was a customer of theirs before I became an affiliate sponsor or whatever the fuck. So yeah, highly recommend going checking them out. And yeah, question of the day: do you like Gaijin Goomba? Do you not like Gaijin Goomba? Why? Why not? Tell me down in the comments down below. And yeah, guys, do me a favor. You know, smash the like button if you think Jasmine's cute. Right, Jazz?
I'm scared.
Yay! There we go. I'm scared. Don't worry. We're just gonna die. It's cool. Ah! Yeah, it's fun, right? Yay! Oh yeah, when I go in between cars, close your legs a little bit.
Oh, okay. I was wondering about that.
Yeah. Just.
That's my mom's over here, too. Jasmine closed your legs.
Oh, that's hot. That's hot. I know the ways of the road, woman. So anyway, guys, yeah, I mean, and so I always start these off with a question, tell you where we're going, and the sponsor shout out, and yeah, you know, yeah, what do we got to say? So it's just like, you know, there's a lot of YouTubers that I like. And I have made videos about people that I like, you know, like Simon or Martina, and, you know, like other people and stuff. I made a video about Sharpie, one of my favorite Twitch streamers, you know, so I love spreading the love, but I think that there's times where you can be critical and you can be a hater. So, you know, first off, I gotta say, so it's like I was saying earlier, there's a certain group of foreigners that come to Japan, and they barely learn the language. They never do a job besides English teaching, and then they come back to wherever they came from, you know, England, Australia, America, whatever, and then they proclaim to be like fucking like experts, you know, like I'm an expert, I know all this stuff because I read Wikipedia and I lived in that country, so I got flex points. Check out the flex points. They got like 5 stars 5 stamps on their flex point card. It's pretty flexing. Because if anyone's like, that's not true, then it's like, oh yeah, well, I lived in Japan. Have you lived in Japan? I was a jet teacher. And, yeah, I also have a thing against jet teachers, too, so that's part of this as well. But, anyway, yeah, like, you know, Gaijin Goomba is this guy. I originally found out about him because of film theory with MatPat, or game theory. Like, sometimes he would, I think he'd be a guest there. I don't remember. Like, Gaijin Goomba kind of was in the Eagle Raptor, like Ninja Sex Bang crowd, like Markiplier cloud of people. You know, he would come in and he would just like, you know, and he never showed his face. He would just show his like his Goomba like avatar, and be like, hey guys, did you know? Like, and so he got in with that crowd pretty quickly because apparently, he's a big video game nerd, you know, and I know because he's friends with one of my other buddies who I won't name, but I'll just call him Poopas, Mr. Poopas, and I know that they're really good friends, but anyway, so Mr. Gaijin Goomba knows a lot about video games. He moves to Japan, he stays here for a couple of years, he moves back to America, marries another American chick, and then he continues to do videos on video games and Japanese culture and stuff, you know, under the guise of like, hey, 17 years. And like, it's so funny because his saying has become a meme to me and my Twitch followers. It's like anytime we mention time or anything hard or bad, we always say 17 years. It's like, hey man, you know, how long is that, you know, tonight, how long do you think the food is going to take once we order it? 17 years?
I have spent 17 years trying to wrap my brain around Japan, the people, the customs, the culture, so that I can show them that we're not all ludicrous, that we're not all a bunch of jackasses, that have no idea how their culture works, that maybe we actually could kind of come together as humans, you know? I had to get through layers and layers and layers of tatemae in order to get to their honne. And if you don't know what that is, you got no right to judge.
Yeah, so anyway, he would, the one thing is it's like, okay, so he plays video games, yeah. He lived in Japan, yeah. He does YouTube videos, yeah. So what else does he do? It's like, well, you know, why do you have a problem with him, Chikyo? And it's like, well, I have a problem with him for only one reason. And it's like, it kind of comes off petty probably, and it probably is, but it's just like, it's more of an underlying issue I have with other foreigners that come to live in Japan. And it's like, you know, well, the big difference is like, look, I'm in Japan still. That motherfucker left, you know? He could have been doing what he does. He could have stayed in Japan. You know, he could have moved back here, but he doesn't like it here. He doesn't like it in Japan, so he moved back to America. It's like, well, he had family back in America. What are you talking about? Everybody in his videos are always just him and his fucking wife. And like, you know, this is like, hey, you know, tell me if I'm wrong in the comments, but his wife looks just like him. Like, I'm not saying that they're brother or sister. I'm just saying that they look so similar to each other. It's like when, you know, when in Seinfeld when George was dating a girl that looked like Jerry. You know, it's like that. It's like that, except that Jerry's fucking that girl named Jerry, or that looks like Jerry. But I don't know. I'm kind of weirded out by that, and I don't know his wife. I'm not talking shit about his wife. I really hate that when other YouTubers do that. Like, you know, I really, for the most part, like the YouTuber KSI. You know, he's got talent. He knows how to fucking flex his big boy YouTube points, but. I really didn't like it when he was trying to hype up, talking shit about Logan Paul before their fight, and he brought up Logan's girlfriend, and he's like, oh man, like, she's got to be so funny, like, you know, she's probably fucking me, if she's fucking you, Logan, and I thought that was low. Like, you know, if you got a problem with somebody, that's fine, but don't bring their girlfriend or, like, wife into that. I'm just saying that his wife looks like him, and I don't know. I don't think I could date somebody who looks like me. That's all. That's why I date Jasmine, right, Jasmine?
You're not dating me.
Not yet. Yeah. So anyway, You really play a horrible fake girlfriend on YouTube, Jasmine. This plan about going from fake girlfriend to real girlfriend, Disney lies, okay? You can't do that. I don't think that was a Disney movie, but it should have been. Why are you just filming your face the whole time? Get a bunch of angles.
I just turned it back now.
Oh.
I have a cool angle.
Well, get an angle of us, like, you know? Yeah, but like, get the... Hi! Hey! We're having fun on a motorbike! There we go. So anyway, yeah, but I'm just saying, like, I don't want to pull punches at her. I just wanted to make that one comment. But so my issue with Gaijin Goomba was that it's just he, you know, when Logan Paul filmed his Suicide Force video, you know, all these people came out of the woodwork to get virtual signal. Well, you know, it's like they get a chance to finally be a bully. You know, they're like all these people who are like, I want to talk shit about somebody, but I don't want to get any kind of blowback from it. I want to be able to say mean things and act like I'm better than somebody. How can I do it? Oh, Logan Paul filmed a dead body. Oh, this is juicy. This is so good. And Gaijin Goomba filmed this video of just trying to, again, flex his Japan points. And he's like, yeah, you know, like, he's like, I was in here for 17 years. And, like, I guess he's talking about, like, learning about, because his Japanese sucks. It's not that good. So he's obviously talking about learning about Japan, not the language, but he's always like, you know, for 17 years, I learned the language, the culture, the people. And, you know, he makes this whole fucking video about basically how, like, Logan Paul came here and like, stomped all over his sandcastle at Disneyland, you know? Tuck the legs, there you go. And it's just like, dude, like, you know, like, you know, like, come on, man. Like, I understand that you're angry, but you don't even live here anymore. You don't even live here, and I hated that. Like, Raina Scully, she spent most of her adult life outside of fucking Japan. Like, I've spent most of my life inside Japan. Joey the anime man, he's half Japanese, but he didn't fucking live here for most of his life. You know, all these fucking people came out of the woodwork to be like, Logan Paul's a piece of shit. And I'm like, well, you're only angry at him because it's convenient. Look at all those other Suicide Force videos that came out there. Everybody was trying to find a dead body in their videos, and like Logan Paul hit the jackpot, and he actually found a dead body, you know. And yeah, did he market it bad? Yes, but you know, this is the thing. I hate hypocrisy. The hypocrisy, Jasmine. The hypocrisy. And the what? And I really hated the hypocrisy, because it's like, you know, okay, if you're gonna call him out because it's convenient, because he's acting like a stupid Chad, but he's not doing anything illegal. He's being a jerk maybe, but he's not doing anything bad. I'm not saying it's okay. It's not okay to call out jerks being jerks, but I'm saying, like, you had to wait until everybody hated him to not talk to him. And I remember talking to the Rocka guys, and I really respected the Rocka guys for this, because, you know, thanks to them, I met so many other celebrities that are like YouTube celebrities, and they were right on the whole time. You know, they were like, hey, look, you know, they publicly said that, like, look, no matter if everyone hates Logan, he's still our friend, and if your friend does something stupid or something that's not good and you turn your back on them, what kind of friend are you? And I just love how it showed how fucking two-faced everybody is on YouTube, because I noticed this, especially with big YouTubers that are English speakers in Japan. They will use the shit out of you. They will use the shit out of you. There's no integrity. There's no, like, kinship here with the YouTubers here. It's all just like, how can I use you to get more views and grow my shit? And which is, I guess, you know, the game of YouTube. But the thing that separates the guys like Rocka is that, you know, they don't throw away their friends because they did something stupid like that, and they're a rare breed because of that. And you know, Gaijin Goomba is just a drop in the bucket of YouTube clout-chasing hypocrisy assholes that you know, say mean things under the guise of, oh, I have integrity and I'm calling out a jerk. And I'm like, well, why didn't you call out any jerks beforehand? Why? Oh yeah, because you're a pussy, and you waited until everybody was on your side of the fight to then go and finally be able to, legally, or at least like, under the guise of morality, bully somebody who's mean. You know what? Why don't you go bully China for putting a bunch of Muslims in prison camps? Oh yeah, because you're the only one bitching about it, and you won't do anything. But at least if you bitch about Logan Paul, you can make money off of it and gain a shit ton of subscribers. Oh yeah, you're totally in this for the moral value and not just the fucking bullshit of I want to grow subscribers. You check out any of these channels, fucking Joey, the Anime Man, Gaijin, Goomba, Raina Scully, like any of these shit talkers, and they grew so much because of the Logan Paul incident. Like so many people grew their channels what is it, like substantially, exponentially, whatever. Like they grew it so much because they called out these people, and so it's like, I think Gaijin Goomba was one of the worst though, because at least Raina Scully and Joey the Anime Man came back to Japan. They actually came back here, and now they're living here. But Gaijin Goomba's just been like under the guise of like, hey, I know this stuff. I lived there for 5 years. And, in his video where he's attacking Logan Paul, he's like, look, I was a jet. I was a person who was an ambassador for the Americans in Japan, for Japanese people in the countryside. And I was in a bar with these Japanese people, and it took them a year and a half to fucking open up and trust me. And I'm like, I've met people who told me just randomly within the first minutes of meeting them, they're like, oh yeah, I had an abortion at that building. Like, what? Like, I don't know you. Why are you telling me this? So saying that it took him forever to get Japanese people to open up, that's just, again, like he's putting Japanese people on a pedestal, being like, look, they are a sacred and ancient people. Their ways are unknown to us foreigners. like I'm like, shut up, dude. You're the whole reason why people that have lived here for a long time get pissed off, because like you put Japan on this fucking fake pedestal of like, oh my god, they're so different, they're so beautiful, they're so unique. And Japan is awesome. I mean, the whole reason I stay here is because of that. But he falls into this like Lonely Planet group of people that love to observe Japan from the outside versus getting like deep diving into the culture. That's why he's probably just looking up shit in English all the time on Wikipedia to make his stupid monster videos and stuff, It's just like, if that's why I try in my videos, I want to interview real Japanese people. I want to show people like, hey, look, they're just chill people, like whatever. That's why you'll see in my motorcycle videos when I go to get gasoline or whatever, I make all these fucked up sex jokes to them, because they're just people. They're just people like you and me, and they have a really cool and in-depth culture. But at the same time, it's just like, dude, like, stop thinking that I don't know. I'm just saying, like, there's a difference between being a real guy who lives here versus a poser who just talks about stuff going on in this country. I mean, like, how funny would it be if it's just an American or a Japanese person keeps talking about American stuff and American lore, but in Japanese, and they lived in America for like 2 years, and they're like, oh yeah, hey, I know about this stuff, it's so cool. But anyway, I mean, with that being said, we're almost to our destination, so do me a favor, I know this was a short one, but if you like the video, smash the like button, hit that subscribe button and subscribe bell to get notified when a new video of mine comes out. And tell me, did you, what did you think? What do you think of Gaijin Goomba? What do you think about people like that? And what do you think of Cutie Jasmine? Because you can't see her. But yeah, tell me what you guys think about him and just what he's doing and stuff, and whatever. And remember, if you don't have a comment for like, what you think about him, just comment 17 years plus a food, okay? So like 17 years pizza, 17 years, no, not just food, anything, okay? 17 years of back problems, 17 years of my ex-wife bitching at me, 17 years. Doot 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 doot. No, well, we're going in there, so we're not making a U-turn. Quiet. Legs planted. Okay, hold on, so. $17 years, Jasmine, 17 years. A a slave? I don't know. What? The movie? I don't know. God. 17 years of Point Blank with Keanu Reeves. No, hold on. Hold that. Yeah. Yay. Okay, now we get off. Don't hit it this time. That's right. Ugh. Okay. Yeah, I think that's like, now I understand why my ex-girlfriend said she had to do yoga to enjoy sex with me. I get it now. Just think about it. It's not about my dick size, it's just the legs need to stretch. Hey, look, a cat truck!